Hey everybody, Seth here with Living Large in Tiny Living, and I've got a pretty big announcement to make. Yep, graduation's right around the corner. Now, I'm not totally done, but I'm most of the way done. Most of the classes are all finished. I've got enough credits and all of that, so I'm basically done except for attending a couple more classes. I have no more big essay test type stuff, really. So I'm going to consider it done. While I was doing all the studying for those final essays and tests and all of that great stuff, I was very busy, so that's why I didn't get the videos out. But during that time, I did realize what I think is the most important part of building a tiny house and probably life in general as well. That is to keep on learning. You've got to be kidding me. I just finished. No, I'm not kidding. Learning is the most important part of building a tiny house. Now, it might not take place in a classroom, but it still is the most important. As y'all may know, some of my viewers have seen previous videos, you know that I started into tiny houses about 7 years ago. And that's when I had just learned about tiny houses and even knew that they were a thing or a possibility. And from there, I just kept on learning and learning, and I just started out with a very basic hand-drawn sketch that was not very accurate and really didn't tell me a lot other than to get me pumped up for building a tiny house. From there, I then moved on to more computer-heavy designs. So basically it was paint and just painting on a simple design on the computer. And then I finally started getting into more CAD style programs where I could create better, more accurate computer designed images that were to scale, were accurate, and included everything that I needed. And on that note, I do want to make a quick announcement there that my plan is to put my tiny house design onto paper, have it all scaled out, all the dimensions are accurate, and have a step-by-step process of how I built the tiny house. So hopefully I'll have time to do that over the summer. If I do, I'll let y'all know, and you can stay up to date with notifications and subscribing and all that stuff. I'm sure you already know that if you've watched any previous YouTube videos. But anyway, I just want to say that learning is just the most important part, because even in my case, I thought I knew what I wanted from 5 or so years of figuring out what I wanted in my tiny house. But over that last year and a half or so, I saw a gooseneck trailer and I got to walk inside of a tiny house built on a gooseneck trailer. And what that did for me was I realized that that extra 6 foot that's built on top of the gooseneck trailer adds so much room to the tiny house. And I knew it would be longer, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted at first. But I decided that I would change my design from a bumper pull to a gooseneck trailer. And so how I did that was just by going to tiny house shows, watching YouTube, trying to find blogs and all of that. So just keep trying to find as much information as you possibly can, and then just go for it when you can. I don't know where y'all are at in the process of building a tiny house. Maybe you're 7 years away like I was. Maybe you've already built your tiny house. I don't know where you are there. I don't know where you're at in life. But what I can tell you is that the people who are going to succeed are those who learn from their own mistakes, from others' mistakes, learn what works, learn what doesn't work. So if you're not willing to learn, then you're not willing to accomplish your goals. So I want you just to keep moving forward, and I will catch you on the next video. Alright guys, so full disclosure on the dancing thing, I just looked up terrible dances, annoying dances, and that's what I found, so I went ahead and did those, because that way you wouldn't know if I actually messed up or if they were just terrible dances. So anyway, if you want to check out some videos, you can check the videos out here or subscribe right here.